Hello everyone, this is Easy Natural English with Liam, where I speak to you in natural English that's just a bit easier so you can get used to real English. If you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. So today I'm going to talk to you about gestures that English speakers use because these are an extra part of communication that is very important to understand. It could be a bit embarrassing if you don't understand one or if you use the wrong one, because sometimes something that means something in one culture might mean something different in another culture. So first one I want to talk to you about, and you might have seen this in TV shows or movies, is when people do this. So some of my students have asked me about this before. So we would say fingers crossed. And this can mean two things. The first thing it means, like the most common use, means I hope it goes well. Kind of like good luck, good luck. So if you're watching a TV show, somebody might say, oh, I have an exam tomorrow. And they might do this, or the other character might do this, and it means kind of like, good luck, I hope it goes okay. So whenever someone is going into a situation where they might need a bit of luck, it could be like a test, or it could even be something at the doctor, and you don't want a bad result, then we might say like, or we might do this. So yeah, it's used quite a bit. The other use of this is for when people are telling a lie, and it's usually kind of behind the back. So if you're watching a TV show and somebody says like, I love you, and they have this behind their back, then it means they don't really love that person. So yeah, it can have a kind of bad meaning. So it's like telling a lie sort of thing, kind of cancelling out what I'm saying. So yeah, that one has two meanings. Okay, so second one, and yeah, we've got 12. Yes, I've got 12 on my list to tell you. Second one is when people do this. And you might have this in your country too, but this means trying to remember something. So if someone says, what was his name? Or like, how much was that? And they're doing this, it means they're trying to remember something. So yeah, snapping their fingers like this, it means I'm trying to remember something. And also similar gesture, this one, and I think this is true in many countries, this means money. So if someone says, for example, do you want to go to the cinema? And someone says, I can't. Like this, it means I don't have enough money, or it's too expensive or something. So yeah, this one is usually relating to money. And also these days, it's something you see a bit more. People do this. And this is kind of the opposite. This means I'm not worried about money. It means like I have lots of money. So some people might say like, oh, it's payday, woohoo. You know, you might see this kind of thing in like hip hop videos, and people have a lot of money and they're kind of just throwing it everywhere. So this one kind of means like I'm rich, or he's rich or something. Wow, like this. Yeah, it's quite a modern one, that one. So where are we up to? Number 4. Yeah, we did two, we did like 3. I'm not very good at numbering these, but yeah, there's gonna be about 12. So this one is used like this, and this gesture is to refer to posh people. So posh means usually means like a rich person, but it's used in a negative way. So it's talking about someone who might be rich, and then maybe because they're rich, they think they are a bit better than normal people, better than everyone else. So they're kind of like looking down on normal people, and we say posh. And when people are sort of making fun of somebody being posh, they might do this gesture. So for example, somebody might say like, oh, let's go to McDonald's. And then your other friend is like, oh, I only eat, organic organic food, and someone else might go, ooh, like this, sort of like, oh, are you a super rich person, or yeah, sort of think you're better than me or something. Yeah, maybe it's a bit of a hard gesture to understand, but yeah, you might see it in movies and things, and if someone's doing this, it means they think the other person is acting a bit like they're kind of too rich or something like that. Yeah, interesting one. So next one is this one, and this we call air quotes or air quotation marks, because this is like on your keyboard when you're writing a quotation. So like he said, jung jung, hello, jung jung. So these are quotation marks. And I know a lot of students get confused about this. I get asked about this a lot. So yeah, when we're writing, we put these to say what somebody said. So in speaking, we use this to quote somebody. So it usually means when you're not sure if what that person said is actually true or not. So if somebody, like you have a colleague or you work with somebody who is, you think he's probably just going to parties and having a good time. But you ask him to do something and he says he is busy. And then someone else says, why hasn't he done that job? Why hasn't he finished that project? And you say, oh, he said he was busy. So by doing this, I'm saying that's what he said. I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe I doubt that it's true. So he said he was busy. Yeah, and it usually means I don't believe what he said. And it can also be used for sarcasm in the same way. So kind of irony, saying something that is opposite to what's true. So in a kind of similar way. Like if somebody says they are happy, but you think he really doesn't look happy, or he said he was happy. So you see, I'm saying probably the opposite is true. He's probably not happy. So this one also a little bit confusing, but now I've kind of introduced the meaning to you. Look for it in TV shows and movies, and you'll start to see like, okay, I kind of understand how people use it. So it's quote for quoting somebody. Next one is the use of this, and I think this is quite common in a lot of countries, but I've heard it can even be rude in some countries. But in English, this just means okay. So if you agree to something, someone might say like, do you want to go to this place? Yeah, okay. Or like if someone has some kind of idea, like, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, so it just means okay. Or even to say there's no problem. Like if you think there's something wrong with your car and you open and you have a look at the engine, you turn around and go like this, it means it's okay, there's no problem. So it just means okay. It's just a kind of a sign language way of saying okay. So it can be used in the same way. Also, thumbs up is used the same as okay, thumbs up. So again, if there's no problems, if you've taken an English lesson before, you've probably had your English teacher doing this to you. So it can also mean good job. So if somebody gets the answer right, ooh, good job. Yeah, and then of course the opposite, thumbs down, is something we don't like this is no good, but this isn't used too much, but sometimes people say, I don't like this is no good. Yeah, even if you just taste something and it's no good. I don't like this. What's up next? Okay, we've got so sort of like it's okay, it's all right when we do this. So this good, this bad, this one means it's okay, it's not too bad. So how's the pizza? Do you want to go to Disneyland on Saturday? Means like not really. I could go, but I don't really want to. Yeah, so it kind of means maybe. Okay, and then here I've just got two strange gestures that you might see in movies or something, so they could be confusing. And the first one is this one. So this comes from like devil horns. So I think originally it was a sign for people who like to worship the devil, so kind of a crazy religious people. But now it's just kind of the sign of rock and roll. So if you're watching a movie and someone's playing some like heavy guitar music, and you might see people in the audience going like, woo! Or also if it's like a kind of crazy party, they're like, woo, yeah, rock and roll, like crazy lifestyle or something. So yeah, you'll probably see this in a lot of kind of party movies, people like, woo, yeah. It just means like, wow, crazy, you know, yeah, something like that. And it's used quite a bit. And the other strange one is this one, which comes from Star Trek. So Star Trek, if you don't know, is a science fiction TV show, and one of the characters would do this symbol. He was supposed to be an alien from another planet, and on his planet this means kind of, he would say live long and prosper, which is kind of like, you know, please, yeah, have a good long life, and he'd do this. So they'd use it in movies sometimes if there's kind of a nerdy character, a kind of geeky character, you know, someone who's not very cool, and they want to show that this guy likes, you know, kind of science fiction and fantasy and stuff, maybe a bit too much, and that character kind of goes like, and so it's kind of used in movies and stuff, yeah, with those kind of geeky characters. So now you understand where that comes from. So yeah, last one, which I said I would tell you, is a nice symbol in America, but a bit rude in the UK, is this. So you might know this as peace. You know, you can do it this way or this way. So in many countries in the world, this means peace. You know, I live in Japan. People use this a lot when taking photographs, either way. But in the UK, if you do this, it's a bad sign. And it means, I don't like you, basically. It means I am angry with you. So this way means peace, but this way is not good in the UK. So be careful in the UK. So you will see British people, where many people might count 1, 2, 3. You might see British people sometimes going 1, 2, 3 or 3, yeah. But they'll turn around to do 2 because this gesture is rude in the UK. So yeah, be careful with that one if you're visiting the UK. Anyway, that's all the gestures I wanted to introduce to you. I think there are about 12. I told you I'm not very good at making lists. But yeah, these are very common gestures. They're used a lot, and if you can use them, they'll sort of help your communication with English speakers. And if you can understand them, they will help you to understand native English speakers. So look out for them when you're watching TV shows and movies, and then you can really get used to the way people use them when they're speaking. So anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, put a comment. Perhaps you can comment if any of these symbols or these gestures mean something different in your country. Then let me know. Thank you all very much, and I will see you all back here next time.